It's perfect. I'm about to show you how to make the most incredible dairy-free buttercream frosting. All you need are a couple ingredients. It's so easy. You make it just like you would make regular buttercream frosting with one substitution. We're going to be using plant-based butter instead of regular butter. You can pipe with this frosting. You can use it however you'd like. You can just eat it with a spoon. Whatever you want to do with this frosting, do it. It's incredible. Let's get into it. I'm starting with 4 sticks, 2 cups of plant-based butter. It is important that you use really high quality plant-based butter. You do have to spend a little more money. I'm using Earth Balance for this. Any of the high quality plant-based butters that say they can be used in baking. I've used a store brand plant-based butter before and my frosting just wasn't as thick, it wasn't as fluffy, it separated a little bit, the texture wasn't as good. We're just going to add 4 sticks of our butter to a stand mixer. I like to use a stand mixer for this because you're really going to want to whip the butter. So we're going to let this run in the stand mixer for about 5 minutes, just the butter, no other ingredients. You can add the vanilla at this point if you want, but we're really just adding the butter at this point, and we want the frosting to look like frosting before we even add any sugar to it. And I'll show you what I mean. I used to always make my frosting with the beater blade, which works great, but the whisk actually makes it so much more light and fluffy. It's incredible. So now I just use the whisk for my frosting, and it's never been better. We have had this KitchenAid mixer. This is not an ad for KitchenAid, by the way. How many years have we had this?
At least 12, maybe longer. 12
years. It was one of our very first gifted products when we first started our blog. So it's pretty special. We were so excited when we got this. Is the big one, probably 14 years old, and it's like as good as new. I'm gonna turn this on to medium speed. I'm going to whip the heck out of this butter. So this is gonna whip for 5 minutes. I'll scrape the bowl down as needed. You wanna make sure that the whisk is actually whipping the butter and not just smacking it to the side of the bowl. It's been 5 minutes. Wait till you see how whipped this is. Look at that. We have whipped so much air into that butter. It already looks so incredible. I haven't even added the sugar yet. Look at that. It's so glossy. It's so fluffy. Can you believe plant-based butter can do that? All right, now we're gonna add the sugar. Buttercream frosting, butter, vanilla, and powdered sugar. That's all you need. You want to use a fine mesh strainer to sift the powdered sugar. It's a really important step, otherwise you might get lumps in your powdered sugar, and nobody likes that. My kids are in the background like being crazy, so there's literally nothing I can do about it. This is a pound of powdered sugar. I am going to use the entire bag for this recipe. I know that's a lot of sugar. Honestly, I would probably use more, but this is all I have. You do need a lot of powdered sugar for a buttercream frosting because the powdered sugar not only impacts the flavor, but it also impacts the texture of the frosting. I'll use about half the bag, and then I will mix that into the butter, and then I'll use the rest of it just so that I don't end up with powdered sugar flying everywhere. When you're incorporating the sugar into the butter, you want to start on a lower speed just so you don't get a plume of powdered sugar everywhere. And then once the sugar is incorporated into the butter, then you can turn the speed up higher so you really whip that frosting. Now that all of the sugar is incorporated into the frosting, I'm again gonna let this whip for close to 5 minutes. I want it to be really light and fluffy. Whew. This is what the frosting looks like. It is beautiful.
I want to see frosting.
Check it out.
Check it out? What does check it out mean?
No, check it out. Check it out.
I thought you said chicken out.
No, not chicken out. Check it out.
Don't even whisper.
I want to taste of it and see how good it is.
This is ready. We are going to frost our cake. Some of the frosting.
I want to taste so tasty. I want more.
I'm using a small offset spatula. This is my top choice for frosting my cakes. I just feel like I better control when I'm using the smaller one. Now when you're frosting a cake, you can do what's called a crumb layer, where you do a thin layer of frosting along the outside of the cake, pop it in the fridge, let it set a little bit, and then go back in, do a second coating of the frosting. This prevents the cake from getting mixed into your frosting, so you end up with a much cleaner look, and also you don't have little bits of cake mixed into your frosting. Okay, so when I'm frosting the cake and I want to get the sides of the cake, what I do is I just push the frosting to the edge of the cake and it'll spill over a bit, and then I just take my offset spatula and run it along the side. And that is how you easily frost the sides of the cake. Our dog has now woken from his slumber. Children activity and Shih Tzu activity. Just gonna do some fresh berries on top. You wanna do the honors? Wherever you think would look pretty. Beautiful. And then some raspberries. Beautiful.
I picked a lot so that way it can look beautiful.
All right, now we're gonna do some fresh mint. Maybe we'll put some mint here. And there.
Hey, Mommy, when it's finished, can you put those parts off? Cause I want the lick of the frosting.
Sure.
Also, you can scoop the strawberry and taste it with the frosting. Wait, that's how you get it off? There, Mommy, that one's for me.
I can cut you another one, bud. It's perfect.
That's perfect. So I will
Give this recipe a try. It's so incredible. I know you'll love it. Find the full recipe on foodsocial.io. Everything is linked in the description below. Make sure you click that bell so you never miss a video from us, and we'll see you soon. It's a bell, right?
Yeah.
They click the bell.
Yeah.
All right.